And now Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Paul Bean.
All right, we're going to start off with those advisories and warnings again, because that's what we're going to be seeing in the next 2 days. Now, that advisory is first, and this is what we're going to see tomorrow. 1 to 8 inches in these areas, 1 to 4 in the valley, and you can tell Pocatello not included, but we will see a little bit of snow. But that whole wave is going to be freezing here over near the border. That's why we're not included. And up in those mountains, closer to 4 to 8. So we are seeing a little bit more snow as you move up into those mountains. And speaking of which, we do have a warning in place as well, and that's going to be over for the central mountains, which are getting it first. They're seeing that snow tonight, and it's coming in hot, 8 to 16 inches up in those mountains, and that's why it's going to be a little bit dangerous. That's through tonight all at once, and that's why there's also an avalanche warning, a very heavy load of snow on snowpack that hasn't been exactly strong to begin with, so it's going to start to weaken that, especially with some wind moving through. Very dangerous area, so if you're thinking of going snowmobiling or skiing in the central mountains, I'd recommend against it because it's going to be a little bit dangerous conditions out there. As we hit that storm tracker, you'll notice we do have snow in our area, but it's a little bit on the scattered side. We're not seeing a strong push, but as we move into tomorrow, that's when we're going to start to see more of a strong band move through. It's going to start in the central mountains, make its way to the east, closer to Idaho Falls and Pocatello, and then it's going to stick around in that bottom southeast corner for quite a bit. Zooming out, you can see that rotation all the way out over to Pacific Ocean, bringing that moisture in, rotating right there, low pressure system, pushing it over towards us. So we'll continue to see those snowy conditions move forward. So while we did have a break in January and in February, it looks like March is going to be more of a snowy month compared to what we were expecting for the dead of winter. Now, as we hit that future tracker, this is where I'm talking about. You see that wave quickly move through the Snake River Plain, and then it sticks around and sticks in that southeast corner for tomorrow as well as the day after. So expect to see that snow continue to make its way through, continue to rotate back into the region. So if you're in those mountains, especially in the western border, you are expecting to see more of that snow moving forward. And of course, it does stay scattered through tonight for the Snake River Plain, 36 in Pocatello, 29 in Idaho Falls. Temperatures, for the most part in the south, staying above freezing, but Idaho Falls being a little bit colder than that. Snow starts, and we're seeing it 28 in Chalice, Salmon in 29. That's where that warning is in the central mountains. And then finally for the highlands, staying weak, 25 in Island Park, 22 in Jackson. But as we move into tomorrow, we'll start to see the snow build, but not so much for the highlands in western Wyoming, 29 in Island Park, 33 in Jackson. Your strongest snow is going to be in the Snake River Plain because the central mountains, it's starting to pull out, starting to move further to the east, 38 in Chalice, 38 in Salmon. Then finally for the Snake River Plain, like I said, morning snow, scattered in the evening. You can see that band stick to the border. So we're seeing a little bit more of that snow rotate in, but not as strong as those morning hours. And if we hit that 7-day forecast, you'll notice it takes a while for it to get through Friday, Saturday, and then scattered on Sunday. And we see that wind come in as well, dropping those temperatures back down to freezing. So while we were seeing another warm up, we were seeing another early side of spring there again, and then that snow beats it back down. Idaho Falls very similar. Seeing some single digits next week for those lows, 6 on Monday, 9 on Tuesday. Teton area very similar, but that snow sticks around for a little bit longer since it is moving west to east. It sticks Saturday, Sunday, Monday as well. And seeing a little bit of that scattered snow as well on Wednesday and Thursday, with the temperatures starting to warm up though in the back half of that week. Then finally for the central mountains a little bit earlier. So they're seeing heavy tonight and tomorrow morning, and then it quickly makes its way out. And we are starting March off with one of those strong systems, but in February, Pocatello was below average for precipitation last month. True or false? We'll have the answer coming up.